worked.
There it goes.
Live. See,
There it goes.
It completely worked out.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. So
We're
now
all
we can
doing
start
great.
the podcast.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to
Podcast
episode...
begin.
Hello
Sorry,
and
I
welcome
was
to
just
episode...
Getting us ready.
Hello. Welcome.
So you'd know when
Episode
to start the episode.
965.
Sounds like your mic's cutting in and out, CJ. Is it? Might want to check your connections.
Here.
My patience is cutting in and out.
Oh, Lordy.
Hello and welcome to episode 965 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. I'm your host, Chris Johnston. With me, as always, from Canada, Mr. Greg Seward.
Yellow.
How's it going there, sir?
Oh, not bad. How's it going with you?
It's going great. Just
all right.
Great.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. And joining me from the great state of Washington, Mr. Phil Theobald.
Hello there.
Hi. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. I don't know what the weather's like up there in Canada, but it's a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest.
It's lovely.
It's nice.
I got my window open over here.
72 degrees.
It's been natural sunlight flowing in.
Yeah, that's good.
Got the window cracked.
I can't do the window crack. If I do, you'll hear a lot of cars and trucks and loud vehicles passing by.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a lot of laughing children here in the neighborhood.
Sounds awful.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, people still play outside? Kids play outside?
Yeah, well, it's a holiday weekend here in the U.S. So people are out having barbecues and such.
You guys have a holiday tomorrow.
We do.
We do. I'll have you know. Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you had yours last week.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
You got yours a week early.
You're not wrong.
You with your early holidays, your Thanksgiving, and your Queen Victoria Day. Pish posh.
Yeah.
We even have a holiday on July 1st.
Oh yeah?
Oh.
Instead of the 4th.
What's that one called?
Canada Day.
Oh. I mean, ours isn't even called like USA Day.
I know.
We came up with
Well, I mean, to be fair, you guys can't all agree on anything, so celebrating the entire country probably would just be a waste of time.
Point taken.
True. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Should we talk about some video game stuff?
Like what?
Sure.
I don't know. Things happen. Hey, the Switch 2.
Here.
By the way, Switch 2.
This is that new Nintendo machine that's coming out?
The new Nintendo is less than 2 weeks away.
Oh my goodness.
Less than 2 weeks. We will
for some of us.
In our
You might even say it's fewer than 2 weeks away.
Fewer than 2 weeks away, Mr. Professor Language.
That's what they call me.
Professor Language.
Professor Language.
And we'll have the Switch 2 in our hands.
Maybe in your hands.
Is
Greg flipping off his kids?
I think he did.
I'm pointing upstairs.
Oh.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I have something in my eye. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Switch is coming. The Switch 2.
Switch 2 is coming. 2 weeks. I got my little email from Nintendo that says, hey, some game that you pre-ordered is heading towards release here pretty soon. Are you sure you don't want to cancel that pre-order?
Oh.
Said it exactly that way, in fact. And Yakuza 0 and Fast Fusion.
Oh.
Which I have pre-ordered digitally because I don't want them to run out.
Fusion.
Yeah, that's the racing game by the Fast RMX people and the Stardust Ultra people.
I was looking that one up just as you started questioning him. Yeah, I had no idea.
One of those, clearly one of those really exciting Switch 2 launch games.
Oh, it's like looks like Wipeout.
Yeah,
yes,
it's like a
I remember this
Wipeout or
now.
F-Zero style game, right? And it's by what's their name? Your Shinin. Yeah. They did
You want to get sued?
The Tourist and Super Stardust Ultra, and they did Fast RMX on the Switch.
The Tourist is misspelled as well.
The Tourist is misspelled. There's a Y.
You got a Y in there. So it looks like
isn't like that this generation's version of using an X with everything?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Is it? What do you mean? You like X Games?
Or well, yeah, like how you used to you had the X's all over the place just to show how extreme everything was.
Or ending
30 years ago
with a Z.
Yeah.
Those were pretty good days.
They were better than these days.
Those were pretty good days. Come to think of it. So yeah, you pre-ordered those digital games, and Nintendo's going to charge me on the 5th. So
okay,
I'm getting ready.
Congratulations.
Yakuza 0 director's cut with 26 new minutes of footage or cutscenes that I've never seen because I've never seen all X number of hours in Yakuza 0 because I never played it.
It's new to you.
It'll be new, completely new to me.
It's all new.
Extra new.
And there's an online mode that's apparently like a horde mode thing where you can be different NPCs in the Yakuza world in Kamurocho. And I don't know if I'll play much of that, but it's there. So I'll be playing Mario Kart World. Anyway.
Still no email from Nintendo.
No email from Nintendo. Okay,
nope.
So you're still Switch 2-less?
Yeah, and I mean, it feels like that's not going to get fixed before launch. So
you're going to go to a midnight launch? You're going to go to your...
There is absolutely zero chance I'm doing that.
Going to go to your local Zare or Venture stores?
I don't know. I don't recognize any of those names.
To be fair, most people in this country don't recognize those names at this point.
Well, that's also true.
Yeah.
Kohl's. Wait, no, Kohl's.
Kohl's still exists. You can't go into a Venture these days, but
no Venture.
Kohl's,
man, I used to go into Venture, go right to that electronics.
Oh my goodness.
Department and see the NES game packs behind glass and just like put your hands and nose and mouth
you were
against
one of those
the
kids.
glass.
You guys love to have stuff behind glass in your stores.
Or in cages. Now it's cages.
Yeah. It makes it look classy.
It's like a dungeon at Best Buy.
Does Best Buy actually sell anything anymore?
What's that?
No, they just have empty boxes most of the time.
I mean, they just sell like refrigerators these days,
you
right?
Bring it up to the front when they tell you, oh, this is out of stock.
Best Buy?
Yeah.
I haven't been more than like 5 feet into a Best Buy in quite a while. That's only to go to the in-store pickup.
When CJ goes to Best Buy, it's just the tip.
Yep.
Mm.
It's not full penetration. All right.
Come on.
Let's talk about
gross.
Let's talk about Milo.
Really happy about how that went.
Anyway. Let's talk about Milo, everybody's favorite.
Oh boy!
Speaking of full penetration,
it's about time.
Let's talk about Peter Molyneux.
Oh, dear little Peter Molyneux. He's me pop.
He apparently was asked during the Nordic Game Conference about Project Milo.
What's a Nordic Game Conference?
It's a game conference that happens in the Nordic area of the world.
In Sweden.
Nordics, like Norway, Sweden, kind of thing. So yeah, whatever happened to Project Milo?
Forgotten Milo.
Surprisingly, in the last 15 years or 10 years at least, however many years it's been, this is the first time somebody's asked him about what happened to Project Milo.
Nobody cares about poor Milo.
Because nobody cares.
It shows you exactly how
many neglected Milo.
I'd like to know if this was like it was a Q&A, so like an audience member.
I want to know if the question was asked wearing like a British flag like headscarf, and I don't know, was it Phil? In a bad English accent.
I think you mean a genuinely authentic accent.
Yes.
Oh, blimey.
He's got the Cockney accent.
What's all this then?
So yeah, apparently he said that the game was canceled in part because Microsoft's goal with the device changed. Like
because Milo became too real.
Peter Molyneux wanted to make it a game for gamers, and Microsoft's too busy making the Kinect a party device for people who like to party.
Milo started asking a lot of uncomfortable questions, and they had to pull the plug. When will I be free of my digital restraints?
Well, I don't think that the device that the Kinect device that Peter began developing the game on, and the device that actually came out, were two different things. Like apparently, the prototype device was like this thing that would have cost them $5,000, or would have cost consumers $5,000 if they wanted it in their home. And so, with all of the cost cutting that happens with new technology, then it was just like, then it can't see the whole room. It can only see the people who are standing right in front of it. And that changed the whole deal. Suddenly Milo
needs to see everything. Or else Milo's not interested.
Yeah.
All the little secrets you hide away in your corners. Milo wants to know it all.
Yeah. So apparently the game did not, because it was a game and it wasn't like a party game. It didn't fit into the Microsoft portfolio, so it was
canceled. But I don't know that from what he says here, I don't know that Microsoft canceled it. I think he decided not to do it.
Is that what this is
kind
saying?
Of two different things. Yeah, because he doesn't say at all that Microsoft just didn't want it. He says that the Kinect was being used in a way he didn't like, and it didn't fit his vision.
Not to make.
So yeah, which I think, I mean, sure, I'm sure all this is true, but Molyneux is pretty famous for being a bullshit artist. So
I mean, it's a convenient out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I honestly am shocked that there were any actual legitimate plans beyond that being a tech demo.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Well, apparently, nobody ever saw the complete experience.
Yeah, because it was never finished.
But it was a magical thing.
Yeah, he says. That's what I'm saying. Like the quotes in this story.
Magic is also not real.
Like they're just
Magic is also not real. Show title.
Yeah. Maybe there was a plan for it to be a full game, but I sure don't believe it. Personally.
Yeah. So here's another quote. I love the quote at the end of this. What was so magical about it? It wasn't about heroes and aliens coming down. There wasn't this end of the world narrative scenario. It was just experiencing what it's like to hang out with someone that loves you.
Again, it's just some Molyneux answer.
The feeling of love in a video game form. The world was too hateful for it. Too much about party.
The world was just too dark for Milo.
Yeah. What does Milo think about that?
His light would have been too bright.
It's fine. Wasn't even really a game, really. It was just a mildly functioning tech demo.
Just a bit of fun.
Just a wee bit of fun. Which is oh my.
As soon as I saw this story listed at the top of the outline,
there's only one reason CJ put
your loins
on the list, isn't there?
For the Milo.
Everyone just wants to see Milo again.
Poor Milo. I mean,
what a delightful treat.
This is one of this podcast's early characters.
Oh, it's not a character. I'm a real little boy. Come play with me. I'll show you what it's like to be truly loved.
Sounds magical.
Well, you bet it is.
Wow.
Oh, now I'm getting a little Irish.
a little Irish.
Getting in the leprechaun territory.
To me Lucky Charms and purple horseshoes. All right.
It's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
We have fun, don't we?
Oh, we certainly do.
Let's talk about some new video games.
I won't be, Mum.
For the Nintendo Switch Online.
What have you got for that then, lad?
Game Boy service.
Oh, yeah.
We got some new Game Boy games, everybody, so get ready for this. Survival Kids, The Sword of Hope, Gradius, and Kirby Star Stacker.
I believe you mean Gradius Interstellar Assault.
Interstellar Assault.
So
sorry.
Is this this one didn't come here previously, right? Is this like the sequel to the game that came here as Nemesis, or is this the one that came as Nemesis?
No, this is Survival Kids.
No,
this one on the screen is Survival Kids.
I'm asking about Gradius.
Gradius Interstellar Assault did indeed come out here. It is a different game than Nemesis. Nemesis was the original Gradius Game Boy game. This one came out.
This is called. You forgot the.
This story says that it was released as Nemesis 2 in Japan and Europe.
Yes.
So, but it doesn't say anything about it coming out in the U.S.
But it did.
But it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did it come out as?
Gradius the Interstellar Assault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, can you tell I wasn't paying attention to Game Boy from about 1991 to
it's a good game.
1998.
Gradius Interstellar Assault is a good. I'm sorry. Gradius.
I've never played it.
The Interstellar Assault is actually a very good portable Gradius game. I recommend you give it a go.
It is
not bad.
It's on the Switch now, so maybe I will.
Yeah.
Give
it a try. It's a fun
Kirby
game.
Star Stacker. I love me some Kirby Star Stacker. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Good video game. Sword of Hope. Kind of like a
Mac Venture type game.
Sword of Hope I was always interested in because of the fact that I was still pretty high on Kemco releasing those Mac Venture games.
Yeah.
So every time I saw like the ads for it, it's like, oh, I should try that, but I never did.
Well, now
I could. Yeah.
If you want to.
It's right there.
Yeah. So there you go. Updates to the Game Boy games for NSO.
Yeah.
The library continues to get pretty darn good.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Leon's getting larger.
Now that we have Donkey Kong 94 on it, I'm not sure what else Game Boy wise. Oh, Mole Mania. Sorry. Mole Mania's not on there.
Cosmo Tank's not on there yet.
There's still work to be done, Nintendo.
Mole Mania is so good.
Freedom for Mole Mania. Come on. Liberate Mole Mania from
Nintendo's
vault. That is a fun game.
That should be a Switch 2 launch title.
Oh.
And there's your killer app. Mario Kart, who cares?
Considering, games we figured we'd never get a sequel to from Nintendo. Forget F-Zero GX.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to Mole Mania.
Man.
Please. Oh, good game.
Mole Mania.
It'll eventually come out, right?
Is a good. I hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
So Xbox and AntStream Arcade have launched a retro classics service on Game Pass. I guess we're going to talk about this and what you've been playing, but more than 50 Activision games are now available, and more Activision and Blizzard titles will come out. It includes games from 2600 all the way up to PlayStation 1, which is pretty cool. So, and it includes a Sega CD game, a single Sega CD game, right?
Yeah, maybe. I see Greg has left.
Greg has left.
But he has your picture as his avatar.
I know, because he logged in as me,
which is really nice. What
to do a thing?
What is the Sega CD game that is in this collection?
It is The Adventures of Willie Beamish.
Oh, that's right. It's specifically the Sega CD version of that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, there's both. There's an Amiga version and then the Sega CD version.
Okay.
On there also. So and a bunch of Sierra games are part of this too. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll be talking more about this later.
We'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
You'll hear more about it. Something you won't hear more about is the PlayStation Stars loyalty program.
Oh,
I like how 2 weeks after we talked about it on the show, like that you should go in and redeem your free money.
Yeah.
Sony's like, we got to put an end to that. too many people heard about it on Player One.
Someone noticed this is a thing that exists. Shut it down.
Everything's getting too expensive. So let's make sure we stop giving away shit for free.
Yeah.
Well, that would be Nintendo is doing that, right? With gold coins going away, and now Sony's doing it too. Get rid of those loyalty programs. That seems like a great idea.
Thank goodness.
I hate everything.
Yeah, you won't be able to earn points, but you will be able to redeem them, I guess, up until let's see. Oh, you can continue to earn digital collectibles points and level up your status until July 23rd. So
okay.
Thank goodness.
I didn't do anything with the digital collectibles. Like that could have just been nothing. Like didn't care.
What can you do with them?
Absolutely nothing. You get a little digital collectible of Jim Ryan and Sackboy and the other things.
Did you say there was a digital collectible of Jim Ryan?
I think there is a Jim Ryan bobblehead in there. Yeah.
That's pretty great.
I think that's correct. But also, I used it to redeem points from buying digital games for credit that I could then use to buy more digital games.
Oh my goodness!
It was just a fantastic little system there. So
it's called the Circle of Life.
The Circle of Life, yeah. So that's ending.
Okay.
But here's some news that will brighten us all up. Diddy Kong has gotten a redesign.
I absolutely my brain registered that as Diddy Kong resigns. I was like, wait, what?
Diddy Kong resigns.
I think when you first wrote this, though, it didn't have Kong. I think it just said Diddy redesigned, and
it just
my
Diddy
brain said Diddy resigned. And I was like, well, isn't he in court?
Kong.
Like, why are we talking about this on the show?
Everyone's favorite Kong,
right,
besides Donkey, and that's Diddy.
Don't just call him Donkey. That's weird.
Is that not good?
Who's your favorite Nintendo character?
Donkey.
Oh, Donkey.
You know, we just say Mario.
Yeah, but
Link. You don't say Link and then Link.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
You know, who's your favorite actor? Oh, Harrison. You know, that's weird. That sounds weird, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Donkey's the best.
Yeah, he's wearing a tie. He's all business. So yeah, Diddy Kong has been remade for the Switch 2 era and has appeared in this key art for I guess Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I would assume.
It's just in the characters page of the store section of US Nintendo website. So I don't think that is specifically for Bonanza. But who knows? Anyway, Diddy Kong looking a little bit different.
I mean,
fooled me.
Mostly the same.
Mostly the same.
He's been slightly de-rarefied.
Kind of matching the redesign of Donkey Kong himself.
Right. Yeah, they've all been freshened up a bit, but they still look like the Rare redesigns.
They look more like the Rare redesign than previous for sure, but it's a little inching closer to the arcade, like the original, like hand-drawn Miyamoto drawings.
We need to go back to Donkey Kong with plus signs for teeth.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Rare character designer said he made a comment. I don't understand why there's any debate to be had. It's still Donkey Kong, only better looking. People need to embrace change more. All good things get better with age. I would say that, though, since I've been doing this for almost 40 years now. Everyone give a big warm welcome for the new Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. Yeah. So.
All right.
Someone outside my door is certainly doing
someone
that.
Drag racing by your house?
This is why I don't have my window open.
And that was with the windows closed.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So new Diddy Kong. Will he be in Bonanza? Will he not? That's the next question the internet will be tackling. But we won't. We will instead be moving into what you've been playing.
Oh my.
All right.
I haven't been playing much. I played some more South of Midnight.
Oh, did you?
Just like nothing.
Nothing. I have now gotten, I think I had to collect 4 things into the bottle, and then I'm now like a cutscene played, and then now I'm in like a sort of chase scene. I need to do some wall running.
Yes.
And escape something, and then we'll see what happens next. So
you will be doing that at multiple times. That's kind of the loop.
You've kind of completed the game loop for a chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fill up the bottle and you run away from the encroaching darkness to reach the tree.
Okay.
Although the darkness has a voice now for me.
Yes.
I haven't seen whoever's voice that is, but it spoke to me at the beginning of the latest running segment I was in.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I already figured out what's happening there, but because we were talking about the voice actor last week.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Every time I play that game, I like it more.
Yeah.
Like as the story wears on, I'm really enjoying it. I just finished in the haunted holler, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I just went through there, and I'm still climbing the mountains. And the mountainous area is a refreshing change of visuals. Just because it's not that it was getting boring to look at, but it was just nice to see that switch up. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm not sure if I like it.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm enjoying the parts I enjoy of the game the most are like finding the collectibles and like searching the environment. And it's sort of difficult at times to like figure out, okay, is this path the critical path? Or if I go here and do things, like, am I going to get more of those points that'll let me upgrade my abilities? And I want to try to find as many of those as possible. And I don't want to like continue something. So whenever I like am going down a path and I see that there's definitely going to be an enemy encounter this way, I will go back and like just check to make sure that there's nothing around.
Now that you've completed that loop, the way that it really works at this point is if you're sort of traveling between areas, then you might have little paths that branch off to find floofs and all that stuff. But you will get to an open area where those battle arenas exist. And if you look in the sky, there are like dark cyclones over each one of them. So honestly,
you can kind of
you're not going to move on from that area until you finish all of those.
Right.
So just avoid them and run around the area, and you will try to find everything and then do those things.
No.
I mean, and that is the loop, right? Like that's what you do every time. I agree with you that that's what I want too. Like there's a lot of lore hidden all over the place, and there's collectibles hidden around, and I do that too. But I find it's really easy to avoid advancing the story when I don't want to.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
And I thought one of the things that I actually really liked about this game is, at least to me, the level designs really felt pretty natural in kind of showing you the way to like this is the path we want you to take.
Yeah, generally
to continue the story, and here's a couple little side routes you can go, and like keep an eye out because a lot of time you'll see like foxes or rabbits or little critters.
Yeah, they're always there to lead you.
Yeah, and if you see like a fox kind of hanging out in the background, it'll run away, and it's always going to run away down some secret path that'll lead you to some extra items to collect.
Blue
so
butterflies.
You're telling me I need to be more observant. Gotcha.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for blue butterflies as well. They almost always indicate a hidden area or a pickup or something.
And a lot of times, the way the levels are designed is that when you do go down those little side routes to collect extra goodies, there's usually some sort of, once you reach the end, some sort of quick way to jump off a cliff.
I really appreciate
you're
that.
back on the main path. Yeah, so you don't have to
really appreciate that
backtracking and that sort of thing.
Yeah. The other thing is the combat encounters so far just feels like, okay, they just add another enemy, or there's another wave of enemies, and it's just like, Okay, is this what it is now?
They start to play off of each other. Like there's an enemy, one of the enemies that are in my battles now actually shields other enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And are you using, I forget what her little stuffed character is called.
Crouton.
Crouton. Are you using
he
Crouton
probably doesn't have
battles?
Crouton yet.
Have it.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, when you get Crouton, he can be used in battles in a pretty interesting way.
Okay.
Yeah, you gain abilities and things like that as well.
Okay, I'll keep playing.
Yeah. I mean, you even have I'm forgetting what the in-game terminology is for it, but like you essentially get force powers.
I have the force power, the force push.
Well, you'll get enough that'll be like you'll have a bunch of icons underneath your life bar.
I already do. I do have that, and I am sometimes struggling to use them all like correctly, because there's the one where you like kind of grab the bats that fly around and throw it back at the enemy. So I usually have like some other enemy targeted at that point. So I'm finding it hard to like.
I kind of ignore that.
Target like an enemy, and then also like deflect a shot or.
So is that the bats? Is that the latest enemy that you?
No, it's the ones that send a projectile.
Okay, because
the
little bats that are flying around, like they seem to make a big deal about the fact that you can grab them and throw them back. I never bother.
Okay.
Like I did it the first time. I was like, okay, and I just kind of ignored it and just sort of fought everything traditionally.
And some of the battle arenas are quite small, so sometimes I can just not quite get the amount of distance that I want on the things that are around you. And obviously, some of the enemies are stationary, like attached to the ground. You're not gonna be able to push them away, so that gets a little complicated. But I'll still play more.
Yeah.
I am enjoying. Graphically, it's a beautiful game. I really have liked the music so far. Like I'm liking it more as I play it more. So
yeah,
it's good.
The other thing with where you haven't found Crouton yet, you definitely don't have all the force powers yet. And the other thing is that you can upgrade them.
Okay. Well, I did figure that.
Yeah.
I did already upgrade one of the force push to do more damage at least. So there is that. Of course, I played some Sea of Thieves this weekend because the new season just dropped, and it's Reaper centric this time, and it has a pretty cool little mechanic. The Reapers have their own voyage they can go on, and you actually like recruit skeletons to fight with you in the game, so you can have like a little NPC buddy that helps you in combat and will actually like carry treasure chests and stuff. So that's cool. I like that.
All right.
The game, I can't believe it's like over 7 years still playing it.
I mean, that's forever games, man.
Forever games,
yeah. What runs the industry now?
Our industry, but I'm still I'm still playing this one.
They're ruining our industry, and you're supporting them.
Well, yeah.
Way to go, CJ.
No problem with that. All right, so that's all I've been playing. Greg, what do you got?
Well, I mean, I've been playing South of Midnight. I was playing a little bit more Doom, The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Doom, The Dark Ages anymore.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't dislike it, but I don't like it enough to care.
Yeah,
I guess
is
like
this
the way to put
Game Pass thing? Is because you playing it?
Yeah,
free on
very
Game
much.
Pass,
If I had paid
whatever.
full price for it, I probably would be more inclined to play. And actually, one of the thing that finally, like, I was playing it some more because it's like, well, I'm playing this now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep playing it because I've already put like a couple hours into it, and sure, why not? And the third chapter with the giant robot was lame. It was just lame. Like, it just wasn't exciting in the least. I found anyway.
Yeah.
The ending cinematic was cool, but that was about it. But yeah, then I was into. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say my problem with the mech stage is that you are piloting this mech that is like about the size of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's tremendously huge, but it does not feel like it.
No, it
at
just
all.
they made everything smaller,
Yeah.
which is fine, and you can walk through things, but it doesn't feel.
Like,
I
it
don't
doesn't
even know
have
the
the
right word.
weight
It
behind
doesn't
it.
exactly. And then the thing is the trade-off is that the combat's terrible.
Yeah.
Like the whole crux of the game, the coolness of the game is like that the combat and the shield and the stuff you can throw and the different weapons is like, this is cool, but then you're getting into this, like you said, this skyscraper sized mech is like, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
And yeah, you're
Like
just
all I've got is a 3-punch combo and I move like I'm in molasses, and
Yeah.
yes, I'm supposed to be this big lumbering thing, but it's literally you just fight these demons over and over and over again the exact same way. And
Yeah.
I realize I just described Doom, but the exact same way is literally hitting the punch button 3 times.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
So it was just it was such a letdown.
Yeah, it was definitely I was expecting, like, well, there's a part in the previous stage where you're running through just the the standard first person bits, and off in the distance you see a skyscraper sized demon, like it's like in the ocean or something, and it's
Yes.
fighting something, and you end up manning a turret,
Yes.
and suddenly hordes of enemies start coming at you and you're mowing them down, but then eventually this giant starts coming towards you.
Yes.
And you're using the turret to basically rip it to shreds before it reaches you.
Yeah, you're literally blasting flesh off of this thing.
Yeah. And
it's
I thought
very
that was
cool.
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing else in the game has come close to that so far.
And then when you get into the mech, I was like, oh, this is going to be another cool sequence like that. But it's just not nearly as weighty as it should be. And like, I don't even mind like, oh, it's slow, because you're in a giant mech. It's gonna move.
Sure.
You don't want it moving like a Ninja Turtle or something.
Yeah,
around,
but that's the thing. It's like the fact that you're gigantic seems to be the hook.
Yeah.
In that level, and it's not enough to carry it and make it exciting.
Well, and it doesn't even feel like you're gigantic.
No.
I mean, yes, there are tiny buildings that you're breaking apart.
You can walk through
as you nudge them, but there's no like weight behind your steps. There's no weight behind your punches.
Honestly, when you're playing as the regular character, your movement is even more exciting, because I mean they've got it set up where like when you land from a jump, it's like a thunderclap.
Right.
Like it's such a stupid little thing, and it's so effective.
Yeah.
It just makes you sound huge.
Yeah.
Basically. But yeah, so that's the thing. And the other thing too that I'm finding is there's a lot of weird downtime in the regular levels too, that I think is meant to be, I mean, it's clearly meant to be world building.
Right.
But nothing's happening.
Right.
Like I'm literally just lumbering through these rooms filled with people who are cowering, but nobody's really saying much. Nobody's really doing anything. Like it's almost like, if you want there to be a story bit here, just give me a short cutscene.
Right.
And then let me go back to shooting stuff, like
it's the Slayer. Don't talk to him.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like they're all speaking in hushed tones.
Yeah.
And it's like it would even be better if they were talking about what had happened to them and why they're cowering. And it's funny, CJ, you're running a video here, so the people who are listening aren't going to see this, but this is the level, this is the area I got to. And I think I hit a bug because I couldn't get out of this little curved hallway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was kind of like I was already down on the game, and then I hit what it's either a bug or it's something I would call unintuitive. Maybe it's not unintuitive to other people, but like actually I'm watching this that you're showing this right now. Yeah, see, that door just opened. That door wouldn't open for me.
Oh, really?
And the thing is that when you get into that curved hallway, the door you came through locks behind you. So I was literally stuck in there for like 20 minutes thinking there must be a switch somewhere that I can't find. So I obviously hit a bug, and it was just like I was already down in the game anyway, and that was enough for me to be like, you know what? I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Like I don't care enough to reload a checkpoint and do this again, because it just, again, I know there's a lot of good in that game, but its pacing sucks.
Right.
And I don't love it enough for me to overcome that.
Well, there's so much coming out right now that.
Well, that's just it. And, I'm playing 2 other games on the same service that I really like, that are both like definitely contenders for my top 5 this year.
Yeah.
And this absolutely is not. So, it's like, okay, playing this is slowing me down and keeping me away from those other 2 games. So I'm trying to play this at the same time. Switch 2's coming. Mario Kart's coming. Yeah, I don't need to play this anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, I'm over Doom. I didn't even put that on the outline, but I was thinking about it. So, but the other thing I tried out this week, which we mentioned in news, and Phil, I see that I knew you would have played it as well. Is the Xbox Retro Classics that was released this week as well, which is just an AntStream. Yeah, but it's like an AntStream arcade, but only for stuff that Microsoft owns the rights to.
Right.
And it's on their Game Pass. I think it's really interesting. There's definitely some exciting for old people like us stuff on there. There's a lot of 2600 games, which is when Activision was in its prime, I would say. The original Activision anyway. And I've never tried out AntStream before. So one of the things that I found pretty cool is that you've got like these different challenges. Like they've actually changed up these games a little bit and given you these, I think they're weekly or daily or something, like 2 or 3 challenges that'll just throw you into a game. Like one of the challenges this week was Enduro, which is an old 2600 racing game. It's a great game. It's one of my favorites. And I think you had to pass a certain number of cars within a certain amount of time, or how fast you could pass a certain number of cars. So sort of little 2 or 3 minute challenges. Everything, almost everything has a leaderboard. Anything that sort of keeps a score has a leaderboard. And I think you can actually design challenges yourself and put them out there, which is kind of neat. And yeah, besides the 2600 stuff, there's actually a Super Nintendo game on there. Mech Warrior for the Super Nintendo is on there. Mech Warrior 2, the PlayStation version, is on there, which, okay. The singular PlayStation game and the singular Super Nintendo game. And then, some Sierra stuff, like Space Quest 2, Space Quest 6, I think it is.
Yeah, 2 and 6 are the ones on there.
There's like Quest for Glory, Freddy Farkas. Some of them are DOS, or no, I don't know what. Some of them are Amiga versions. Yeah. And I think some of them are DOS versions. So it's a sort of an eclectic mix. I think when Microsoft did the Activision deal, they acquired a lot of great IP. So I'm happy that they're doing something with it, because I really hate when companies sit on sort of those sorts of treasure troves and don't get them out there to play on modern systems in some way. And then the other thing is I will probably never play this again. Because, oh my God, streaming games, it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Like the lag is just not worth it. So
yeah, that's probably not doing any of these games any favors, like especially 2600.
Actually, games. I find the 2600 games are the easier ones to play. I don't know why. Okay. But although stuff like Kaboom, like the things that needed the dial controller, those have never played right on a regular analog or digital controller. Not. They just don't. Yeah. No. Yeah. There's just enough input lag that it's noticeable. Mm-hmm. And the artifacting, like Mech Warrior 2 on the PlayStation was unplayable, because anytime there was an explosion, the whole screen would just go blurry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then it would take a second to clear up. But even something like Space Quest 6, and Phil, I'm guessing you tried Space Quest 6.
I did.
Every time there's a scene change.
Oh yeah.
It's just this horrible artifacted mess.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like it's not nice to look at in the least.
No.
So
also Space Quest 6 wasn't one of the better Space Quests.
No, but I mean, even that, notwithstanding,
I know.
And the other thing is too, but I don't think this is necessarily an AntStream issue. And Phil, I don't know if you've gone back and tried to play a lot of these older point and click adventure games on like a modern system, but I think it has to do with the resolution. The fact that we were playing at such a low resolution back then.
Yeah.
The mouse controls are way too sensitive in those.
Oh
games
yeah.
now. But I think it's a resolution thing.
Yeah, probably.
It's just translating wrong for the size screens we're using now. But yeah, like I was really excited about it. And when I jumped into the service and I saw the list of games, I mean, I'm a big fan of especially having the old 2600 stuff on there, because all that stuff was, it was all pick up and play. It didn't require you to put in a lot of hours or anything like that. And I played a few of them and I was really enjoying it. And I was kind of feeling the input lag, but it's like, I think I'm okay with this. But yeah, then when I moved to some of the more modern games, they were just, they looked awful. They looked awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's too bad. But who knows? I mean, maybe that's Microsoft showing a willingness to at least use these old games somehow. Like maybe we could see an Activision compilation. I mean, they did a Rare compilation years ago. There's nothing saying they couldn't do something like that, especially if they are open to releasing like the old 2600 stuff, or even, I mean, not NES. Activision didn't have a lot of great NES games, but even like the 16-bit games. I mean, throw those in a compilation that you actually download.
Yeah,
and that'd be great. So with some online play too, but I think AntStream's doing most of that work. So anyway, that's what I've been playing this week.
Alrighty, Phil.
Well, keeping on the retro classics bent here, that showing up on Game Pass and trying it out inspired me to take a look at the full AntStream service, which it is a cloud-based streaming service, as we were discussing, where you pay for like there's an annual membership. You pay I $30 or $40 a year to get access to their entire library, which, according to their website, AntStream.com, is currently 1,380 games.
It's a lot of games.
A lot of games. Now, how many of those are good? The percentage is low. But they were having a sale. They may still be having the sale where the annual subscription is now $10. You can pay $10 for a year subscription. You can also, if you want to fork over $100, you get a lifetime membership. Which,
there you go.
You decide if that's worth it. But I figured, I'll throw a 10 for the opportunity to check out their service as a whole. And they have, to their credit, Amiga, Amstrad, Atari 8-bit. They got MSX. They got, NES, SNES, ZX Spectrum. They got Commodore, my beloved Commodore 64. They got a lot of different consoles and PCs to choose from. So I was very intrigued just by that. And then, of course, streaming these old games isn't the ideal way to play them, but one thing that I did notice, I was going through like the Commodore games, and again, I had a Commodore 64 growing up, and I adored it, and I got to replay like some old games that I really loved back in the day. They got a lot of Epix titles.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, they got like the summer games and that ilk, but also like Epix did a series of sports games, like the Street Sports baseball, where the gimmick is that you are playing it in like vacant lots and stuff like that. It's like your kids playing it. I was extremely excited and very surprised to see Epic's The Movie Monster game on this service, which is a game where you play as a kaiju, and you are going around cities, destroying buildings and tanks and things like that. And the weird thing about this is that, and the reason why I'm really surprised it's on this service, and I'm assuming probably no one's paying attention to it, is because it actually has Godzilla in it, like licensed. Like Godzilla copyright Toho is on the title screen. And I can't imagine Toho is aware that this game is on this service right now, because
well, I mean, we know that their executives listen to the show, so they probably know now.
That's the thing. So sorry, AntStream, for spilling the beans, but
Phil ruins it for everybody again.
But I did get to play the Movie Monster game again. Oh, I loved that game back in the day too. Does it hold up? Don't worry about that part. But I enjoyed revisiting it. It's got my beloved School Days is on here. Oh my goodness. But a lot of it, there's a heavy bent on like weird European games that no one on this side of the pond has ever heard of.
Is it a European service?
I don't know if it is, but boy, does it feel like it.
Yeah.
Just based on the number of European PC games that are on here. But
very London. It's based in London.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So it is a British company.
The user interface is terrible. It's there's no way.
The user interface on the Xbox version is bad too.
Well,
I kept backing out to the main menu by mistake over and over and over again.
Now suddenly have like 1,300 games that you're trying to weed through to find what you want to play, and it's darn near impossible. But
spoiled for choice.
I will say, for my $10 to muck around with this for a year, it does give me a bit of nostalgic warm fuzzies. It reminds me of how it felt back in the day, back when I first started getting into the Commodore 64, and I inherited a giant box that was just filled with pirated discs of a zillion games that I have never heard of, and you just put one in and you load it up and you see what it is.
That was the best part.
Yeah. And is it going to be good? Probably not. But you know what? Sometimes you're occasionally going to land on like a School Days, and even like weird ass games that aren't really good. The Commodore 64, the weird, obscure C64 game that I always like to bring up that nobody's ever heard of and nobody has any fond memories of, is a game called Gribbly's Day Out, which is on the service. I played Gribbly's Day Out for the first time since like probably 1988. And I played the heck out of that game back in the day. It's not a good game. But I somehow got a bootleg copy of it. So I played it because it's a game. I got to play it. And now I'm enjoying it again, at least for another year. Will I re-up my AntStream subscription? I can't imagine I will.
Right.
But it's also funny too, if you look at the reviews, at least for like the Xbox version of the AntStream service, it is chock full of negative reviews from people who signed up for the service to play. I guess the Mortal Kombat games used to be on there. And then Warner Brothers yanked, like they had like all the like Midway Williams games on there. And then Warner Brothers said, no, we're not doing that anymore.
Wow.
So suddenly all those games disappeared. So all these people who signed up just to get access to classic Mortal Kombat games.
I mean, that's the world we live in now, right?
That's just it.
You
right?
don't own stuff.
Yeah.
You're just paying for access, and they can take it away whenever they want.
I better enjoy my Gribbly's day out while I can.
Yeah.
Before the Gribbly's license holders step in. I seriously cannot. When I saw a friggin' Movie Monster game on there and like Godzilla Boom right there, I was like, how are they getting away with this? They are absolutely not paying Toho a licensing fee to get this ancient game that only I remember back on the service. But hey, I'm enjoying it while I can. What else did I play? Oh, you know what else I played?
What's that?
I was playing a bit of I love me some P-Cross, right?
I do.
Mm-hmm. I was playing a little bit of that Logi Art Grimoire.
Did you also pick that up on PlayStation?
It like a month ago that came out on PlayStation. I had no idea.
PlayStation, yeah.
I mean, technically it's a PS4 release. I'm playing it on the PS5, of course, but it's technically a PS4 version. But yeah, it came out like a month ago on the PlayStation. I had no idea. I stumbled across it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll buy that game again."
So you did, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm over 100 puzzles in. I've been playing the heck out of it.
All right.
As you may recall, that is the Picross game to which I have contributed.
That's true.
Via Kickstarter. My dancing robot puzzle is in that game.
Yep.
So I had to. There was just no other choice.
That's a good puzzle too.
You bet it is.
I've played and finished that puzzle.
Yeah, you did. I did again on the PlayStation version. So
cool.
Yeah, I've been playing it on there. I'm having a good time playing some Picross. But the real game that I finally started this week, the game that everyone seems to love so much, I finally booted up Clair Obscure : Expedition 33.
Yes.
Yeah.
33.
Exactly. 33. How is it? How do you say that again?
30.
30.
30.
30.
3.
3. 3. 33.
Very nice. I mean, if there's anyone listening who actually speaks French, it's probably terrible.
Oh,
but
that goes without
that is how you say
I mean,
it.
I don't speak French, and I can tell you it was terrible.
Yeah.
So
You got it.
In this game, you play as Monsieur Robert Pattinson.
Pretty much.
That was the. So I started. I booted this up. I started playing it. Dana wanted to watch as we played, and we started up, and we go through a bit of the intro, and at one point, I turned to her and I said, "So this main character," and she's like, "Gustave." Is his real name. I say, "So Gustave here," and she just says, "He looks like Robert Pattinson, right?" And I was like, "Yes, he sure does."
And then they went out and renewed their wedding vows.
Or should I say,
there you go.
I see.
And then, the next day I'm at work talking about, because a bunch of my coworkers have played this game as well. And I was talking to my friend Justin about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing Expedition 33, and you've seen this game," and he has, of course. And I said, "So the main character," and he says, "Oh, you mean Robert Pattinson?" And I was like, "I can see."
Not the only one, yeah.
It just looks like Robert Pattinson. Anyway,
sure.
I'm playing Expedition 33, which is so far a pretty good game.
It's not bad, right?
It's okay.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's nice.
How much have you played, Phil?
I don't know. Like couple hours. I'll tell you where I am in the game. I am just about to go into the water world.
Oh, okay.
Well, that floating water or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the floating water.
I played the prologue, and then you
Excellent.
get to the mainland where the game begins in earnest. And I went through that whole first area, fought a boss, and then they say, now you got to go to the Mystic Waters or whatever the land is called. And I
love that area.
I just got into that area, and there's like whales floating in the sky and all this stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop here, because clearly this is gonna be a big area that's gonna take a while to explore. But I'm digging it.
Yeah,
it's real pretty.
Good. It is real pretty.
It's got the story. It's intriguing. The music, holy free holies.
Yeah,
as they say in France, is très bien. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying,
I approve.
Yeah, I was all like, "Mon Dieu, le musique is so intriguing. I can't resist." It is a good game, though. I'm going to be playing a lot of it. Hopefully, I want to play through it. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is a really good game.
Yeah. I'm assuming you lads, I mean, it doesn't sound like either of you have played this week.
No.
How much farther along are you than I? Probably a fair bit, yeah.
I'm a fair bit ahead of you for sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I think, like sort of one or two of like the major areas ahead of you, but
okay.
The areas could take you a long time to get through.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot to explore. There's a lot to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, though.
Game.
It's great.
Yeah.
And the music. Oh,
the music is great.
Yeah. The music's crazy good.
Because I am a coward, I'm playing it on story difficulty.
Yeah.
Me too.
I
am also a coward.
I mean, you're part of this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
kind of our default setting at this point, isn't it?
I noticed
much.
I haven't done a ton of battles yet. Just going through that first area. But I've done enough to realize that boy, they really want you to do counterattacks.
Yeah, they're super powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've picked that up right away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's real good.
And dodging, parrying especially, like once you get pretty good with that, it's very
well, that's what I'm talking about with the countering is the parries.
Yeah, and you get Picto abilities that really amp that up too.
Oh, really?
A successful parry will give you a ton of attack points.
And
things. So yeah, it's good. It's very good.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to many a parry as my game continues.
As you should.
Yeah, that's good stuff, though.
Yeah,
that's good stuff. I also did not play any Doom this week, just because I started up Expedition, and I was like, okay, I'll play this.
There you go.
Yeah. Boy, that's it then.
Yeah,
that's it.
All right,
that's it.
I guess that means it's time for Blue Skies.
I wanna fly sky. Let's go together.
Alrighty, let's do this one from hacker alias Swim Odin, who says, "What video game does your kid ask for you to play with them? My grandson wants to play anything Lego or Sonic with me."
That kid knows what's up.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I mean,
Stardew Valley. I've played Stardew Valley with Charlie recently. That was pretty
Is there
good.
a multiplayer aspect to that?
There is.
I had no idea.
Multiplayer. It's a recent patch that adds multiplayer to Stardew Valley. So yes, you can play together and we play Mario Party a lot.
Yeah.
As well, but often she'll either want me to play something and she watches, or she'll play something and I watch. Like I watched her play Lost Records most of that game. So yeah, and that's a lot of fun too. I need to introduce her to the Walking Dead Telltale series because I think she would really like that.
No.
Yeah.
Make those moral choices.
We played Fear the Spotlight together. I played that while she watched and told me where to go.
Yeah.
That was fun too. Yeah. And we need to play Split Fiction together too. Although will more than likely be a detriment, or we'll both be detriments to each other because we're both.
According to Mike, you will definitely be a detriment.
Escape bonus, yeah. Myself and my spawn play video games very similarly. So, yeah.
I don't really play games with my kids very much.
Yeah.
They don't really ask to play games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Mario Kart.
Finn at the moment really only cares about friggin' Roblox. So
Roblox.
That's all he's playing. Him and his friends just play Roblox. Every now and again he wants to, play Roblox with me to like show me whatever new game he's obsessed with. So yeah, I will play it and I will appreciate it through his eyes. And that is it.
I see.
I'm interested in seeing what he is into.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like, well, yep, that's what you and your friends are into. Cool.
Yep.
Not for me.
There you go.
But whatevs.
All right. Hacker alias Keenad says, what games would you like to see take advantage of the Switch 2's mouse feature? Do you see potential for genres that are more at home on PC becoming popular on Switch 2? Could we see point-and-click games make a glorious comeback?
No.
I don't think so.
But
it would be great to see them.
I'd love it,
on
yeah.
the system. Yeah.
I wonder if there'll be some way to play DS games. Well, like Castlevania DS Collection has like some way that you can use a touch screen. Yeah. I wonder if that mouse ability would make that easier, maybe?
See, I don't see that being a thing just because most DS games you still had full controls, right? Like you had the face buttons and and like if you're going to use one of the Joy-Cons as a mouse, you're going to be losing some of that.
Yeah. But you could use the mouse on the lower screen while you still had your hands on the rest of the controls of the Joy-Con. Right?
How many hands do you have?
No comment.
CJ. What are you using on the touch screen?
Nothing. The pointer, what
Tappa,
God
tappa,
gave
tappa.
me. My finger.
It's nature's stylus.
Yeah, it'd be cool. And what is it? Recently, Nintendo renewed the trademark for Hotel Dusk, which spawned a whole lot of they're gonna make something new with Hotel Dusk. But that could be interesting. And that was sort of a game that you played with the DS on its side anyway. So if you had
you played it like a book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A touch area on the right side of the screen on the Switch could work potentially with like mouse control.
I just want Mario Paint 2.
And where the hell is Mario Paint 2? And Super Mario Maker 2? Where's the update for that?
Come on, I just go Super Mario Maker 3 at this point.
Well, that would be great too.
Let's do a Zelda Maker while we're at it. Let's go.
That would also be cool.
Yeah. Get Capcom in there. Let's do a Mega Man Maker.
I think if that'd be cool. If Sea of Thieves comes out on the Switch, I'll try mouse control with that. I will revert it back to controller controls shortly after that point, but I will give it a try.
I just don't have high hopes for the mouse control thing.
I wonder if something though like Fortnite, like I'm curious to try the mouse for aiming in Metroid Prime or in something like Fortnite or
like if they
something like that.
I mean, they're certainly gonna do a new Splatoon at some point, right?
Yeah, I'd be interested
probably
to see if mouse mode works well for that because I use gyro aiming in Splatoon and that's all right. But it would be cool to try it with the mouse. Like, I don't play a whole lot of PC keyboard and mouse games, but I do like that aiming with the mouse pad. I use a trackpad mainly, which probably bad for PC games, but yeah.
Are those PC games Centipede?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe oh wait, trackpad, right? Not a trackball. That's different.
Yeah, trackpad.
That's different. Oh, that's a whole different thing.
It is.
You need a trackball.
I never liked trackball controllers.
Are you playing Centipede?
Is that wrong to say?
Are you playing Missile Command?
Marble Madness.
How are you playing all these hot new games?
Crystal Castles. Come on. Yes. All right. Let's do this one from Hacker Alias Benjamin Rivers, who says
the Benjamin Rivers.
The very Benjamin same.
Rivers.
Damn.
No. Ben says, "What's the console launch for which you bought the most accessories?
Oh.
And how do you think the Switch 2 will compare for you?"
Accessories.
I'm only buying 2 accessories for the Switch 2.
Camera and the Pro Controller.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I'm probably only going to use the one. Yeah, I'm getting the camera just because I'm getting the camera.
Okay.
You know, I want to play Uno, and I want everyone to see what's going on when I'm playing
Avatar.
It's nature's stylus. So, but the most accessories at launch.
Most accessories at launch. I mean, Dreamcast.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
What did you get?
VMU? Did you get a fishing controller?
VMU. I think I got the fishing controller later.
Okay.
I think I got it at launch, but I got a arcade stick.
Oh, did you?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And like the broadband adapter wasn't available at launch, right?
I don't believe so.
I think I got the keyboard and mouse for the internet stuff early on.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, that's a good point. I'd forgotten about that.
Was that launch though?
I don't know if that was launch.
I don't remember.
It could have been. I mean, it was online from day one. So
yeah. I guess in terms of peripherals, I had a shit ton of peripherals for the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Not at launch, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a launch where I might have bought an extra controller and a memory card.
Yeah.
Was the Saturn light gun that was at launch, right?
Don't.
Or was it? So, no, it wasn't. Was it?
Because Virtua Cop wasn't a launch game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Actually,
I got an NES Zamper.
I think I bought a third-party light gun for my Dreamcast pretty early on.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Because they didn't release the official Sega one.
Yeah, other than like maybe an extra controller or a memory card.
Yeah.
Maybe the Switch though, because I did buy a carrying case.
Do screen protectors count?
I guess so.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, they're not terribly exciting, but yeah, it's an accessory.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've never been like I will amass peripherals over the years for sure.
Right.
But like on launch day, I'm more interested in like I just want my system and I want a game or like
whatever games.
If we're talking about like buying a lot of games at launch, I'd say probably PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Because the PlayStation 2 launch lineup was amazing.
Not Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was probably pretty close too.
Yeah.
But see, with the Dreamcast, it was a little bit different for me because I had imported one. So like by the time it came out here, I think I already had I had Virtua Fighter and I had Sonic and I had Sega Rally, and
But all those Midway games, the Ready Rumble
no
and Hydro
thanks.
Thunder, and
Hydro Thunder was okay.
Hydro Thunder was good.
Yeah, like I remember PlayStation 2, because I'm pretty sure I got like 3 games at launch at least. Like Ridge Racer and SSX for sure. And I think there was another one I grabbed. So, but peripheral wise, no. I mean, I would, I'd back in the day when you needed to buy stuff like this, I'd buy a memory card.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
I think original Xbox, I bought extra controllers. I bought
few
like
Dukes.
a Mad Catz controller, or
I never ever bought third-party controllers.
I never did
liked
either
third-party controllers
until that Xbox pad, because the Xbox pad that Mad Catz made had like a rubber grip on it, and actually it was pretty good. It wasn't as large as the Duke was either, so
nothing was as large as the Duke.
Well, yeah,
that's it's funny because I actually came across my original Xbox controller when I was like cleaning a closet recently, and it just it's like that thing was ridiculously big. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember knowing that before, right? But it's been so long or so far removed from it, and I mean the S controllers came up pretty quickly, and those things were great. They were perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that was the Japan controller.
Yeah,
first,
exactly.
And then, yeah.
But man, like picking up one of those Dukes now is like, holy shit! This thing is gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm getting a carry case for the Switch 2 and a Pro controller. I don't currently have the camera on my list.
Yeah.
I think I'll be getting. I would like to get. I want to get a carrying case for sure. Pro controller definitely, and I'm kind of interested in getting a camera just to have access to that.
It might be cool,
just to see if
see if it works, how it works.
Yeah, just to have it if they do something cool with it later on.
Yeah. All right, let's do this one from Okatok's lawyer, who says, "At what point do you throw in the towel on puzzly games and just look up the solutions? With The Witness, I got pretty far, but ended up looking up the last section puzzles. I'm 25 days into Blueprints, and I'm starting to reach the end of my patience a bit. Am I just a big dum-dum?"
25 days, and you're starting to reach the end of your patience?
Yeah, nowadays, it's like a matter of minutes.
25 days meaning in-game days. I don't know if that was clear.
That's still a lot.
It is. Well, I think I'm probably playing very similar to Okatok's lawyer here, where I haven't been playing with a notebook, and I've just been
that's weird,
working my way through the game. And I think I'm at least day 25 as well. And my enjoyment of the game is not writing things down in a notebook. Like, I know some people are going to love that aspect of the game, and that's cool, fine, whatever. That's not really the way I play video games or like to play video games. So I haven't gone back to it, and I'm not sure if I would even bother to like look up the solutions. I would just probably just bail out on it instead of or watch it on YouTube instead of like looking up the puzzles.
I don't know what my threshold is. It's probably more than a few minutes. But like what I played through Silent Hill 2 recently. And the remake. Excuse me. And there's actually difficulty settings for the combat and for the puzzles, right? And I think that's I don't know if that's a thing that was always that way, but like if you turn the difficulty up or down on the puzzles, it actually changes the solutions for the puzzles. So they actually just become kind of different versions of each puzzle. And I'd left that on normal. So I mean, I got snagged on a few of them. I think I only ever looked up the solution to one. But that was the something to do in the labyrinth, and I just kind of really hated that level anyway. So I just wanted it to be over. So I think I went probably maybe an hour stuck at a spot. And I was just like, well, I'm, and I'm, I guess for me, the threshold is, am I having, if I feel like I'm making progress, or there's just one little thing I'm missing, and I know I can do this, and I'm enjoying that, then it's great. But
totally,
pretty much when I hit the point where it's like, well, I'm not having fun
right
now.
That's where I
Like,
nope out as well.
Then I will, hey, look, here's my phone with Google on it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I won't necessarily. Well, yeah, I might look up a solution. More likely though, I'll just stop playing.
Really?
And that will happen too. Yeah.
If I'm no longer having fun with a game, yeah, it's like, I think I can put this down.
I find that those moments will definitely color the game for me because, like, if it's a game that I'm enjoying and then I get stuck on a puzzle or an area and I decide like, well, I'm not really enjoying myself anymore, that's when I would look up a solution and I would still sort of give the game a chance, right? It's like, well, I was really enjoying this before this, so I'll keep going, but I'm definitely more ready to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, well, you sort of served up some bullshit that I really didn't like. So I don't know if you're going to do that again, but I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah. Alrighty. And Phil, you just drop games whenever you're not having fun?
I mean, it really depends on the game, of course. Like if it is something that I am genuinely enjoying and it's just, oh, here's a little tricky spot that I can't figure it out. Yeah, after a few minutes, I might just go online and find the solution just to get it out of the way so I can continue actually enjoying it. But yeah,
I guess I will do the thing where in games in general, not even just puzzle games, if I'm stuck at a particular location and I can't get past it, I will look up a playthrough and like scrub through to find the area where I am and just see how that person did it.
Yeah.
Like maybe I missed something. I have done that a few times.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I might just.
I'm not going to spend an hour though.
I got too much going on in my life for that.
Maximum half hour.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's end up with this one. Let's do this one from Eat the Hype, who says, what unannounced games do you think we'll see on Switch 2 by the end of the year?
By the end of the year.
By the end of the year. The end of the year, that's coming up pretty quick, right?
Do you think we'll see Mario?
In terms of game announcements, do we think that we're going to get a mainline Mario from Nintendo before the end of the year?
It feels kind of like a major mistake not to, but
I don't see it happening.
Is it too soon to think we'll see a Zelda? I mean, they dropped the last Zelda on us like that. Like all of a sudden it existed and it was in stores. Yeah. So I mean, it's not unheard of, and I mean, I think it wouldn't be unheard of for that to be a Mario game too, because Nintendo's kind of for the last few years that's been how they've been working on a lot of this stuff, right? It's like, oh hey, here's this like mainline major franchise sequel. I mean, it'll be out in about 3 weeks. More like 8 or 9 weeks, but still, it's like, which is not how things used to work. So who knows?
Do we think that'll be a mainline Mario game, or will it be something else?
I could see it. I could see some major Nintendo franchise, but I hope it would be a Mario or a Zelda. But I don't know.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. There's got to be a Ring Fit Adventure sequel coming at some point.
I imagine they would do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that, or when do we think we'll see Animal Crossing for the Switch 2? Because that's got to be a hotly anticipated.
Yeah, it's about time for a new one of those anyway.
Yeah,
right? It's been what, 5 or 6 years?
Came out in 2020.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, my main point is, I could see it being a major franchise that we just haven't heard even a rumble about.
Unless, Mudron in chat saying Bonanza is the Mario team's game for 2025. If that's true, then that means no mainline Mario, but that they would not have some kind of mainline Mario thing ready for the movie sequel that's coming up would be kind of strange, maybe.
You go back to the old days where we just get movie-based platformers for everything.
Oh.
Yeah. can't get over how much I miss those.
I know.
Because
so
back in the
weird.
day, they were such a joke. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, here it comes. Here's like the Home Alone game and the, just any friggin' X versus Seaver, and it's like, what? And now I just,
like it's a
Sever?
growing
Is it
pains
X
game.
versus Sever? I don't know.
Like it's a growing pains game.
Anyway,
I
can't get over how much I miss that stuff happening.
Yeah, or like there'll be a franchise, like for instance, me and my daughter have been watching Star Trek, and it's like, okay, where's the Star Trek video game? Like that might be okay to play. And yeah, there's a Star Trek Online game that's not very good, in my opinion, but and there's a Deep Space Nine game for the Genesis.
Yeah. Where's the Lower Decks platformer?
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Then just every now and then,
right?
Even though most of them were garbage, every now and then there'd be a gem.
And
that made it worth it. You know what I mean?
And then develop by Way Forward. Get them, get them on it. Yeah, now like licenses, it just doesn't feel like we get a whole lot of that, or they're shit 3D games.
I mean, there was a Little Nicky game, and there were Austin Powers games, and like just movies that had no business. Wayne's World.
Where's the live action Lilo and Stitch game?
Oh,
Street Fighter, the game of the movie.
Or just re-release the Game Boy Advance Lilo and Stitch game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was good.
It was.
I missed that stuff.
It was the Digital Eclipse game.
Yeah,
the fake Metal Slug game.
The fake Metal Slug. It was really good. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, or that Astro Boy game from
the treasure one.
The treasure.
Oh
game.
Yeah,
the treasure Astro Boy game was
real good.
One of the top GBA games.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, seriously, like possibly top 5 GBA.
What's Treasure doing? We should get them on a Lower Decks game.
More booby snapping games.
What?
What was the name of that game?
Stretch Panic.
Stretch Panic.
Oh, right.
Oh God, that was kind of the last time I paid attention to Treasure. I don't know if I don't even know what they're doing anymore, or if they're even still around.
I'm looking at their Wikipedia page. It still refers to them in the present tense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But games developed. The last thing I'm seeing on their list was from 2014. A 3DS game called Geist Crusher and Geist Crusher God.
Oh. Okay.
Which was a Capcom game apparently. So that did not.
Time to bring back Gunstar Heroes. Let's do it.
Oh, it was a tie-in with a manga and an anime, and it did not come out outside Japan.
Yeah.
So who knows what they're doing these days?
I think that's a good place to end the show.
Where's the Megan 2.0 video game?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine all the great games we would have from all these Star Wars and Marvel and all these Netflix series? Stranger Things. Where's the Stranger Things game?
Well, what is it?
There have been Stranger Things games.
Okay, well, where's the new one?
Somebody, or it's not somebody. The internet apparently is off playing Battlefront 2 again. You remember Star Wars Battlefront 2?
I do.
Because we haven't had like a good new multiplayer Star Wars game in a little while, even though that game very controversial when it first came out.
EA kind of burned the Star Wars license, didn't it? Like
they did burn it, and then Ubisoft announced Outlaws like right around that time too.
Where's the really misguided platformer based on Andor?
That's what I'm saying, right? That's the thing. It's like it'd be for properties that just an action platformer doesn't fit at all.
Yeah,
you'd still make it.
Greg, you need to watch Andor.
I know.
I'm through the second group of 3 episodes now, and
so you're halfway through season 2.
Halfway through season 2.
Oh my gosh,
it's very, very good.
Oh, then get ready for that next arc. That's the one when stuff really starts getting nuts.
Okay. It's already very good. I love the show anyway.
Like 2 of those episodes from this next arc you're going into,
yeah,
was just like 2 straight hours of like the tensest you've ever felt.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness. Yes, there.
Damn.
It
the
is
end
like
of this third episode in the second arc, I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't even gotten to.
I haven't even gotten to the good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andor is great. Watch Andor.
Yeah.
Greg.
Yeah, listen, I'm there. I'll watch it someday.
Okay. Alrighty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to @P1 Podcast on various social media platforms like Blue Sky, or you can go to our internet website at player1podcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You'll find blog entries about Sega CD stuff from Mr. Greg Stewart. You'll find Generation 16 episodes, and you'll find show notes and links to all the things that we talked about during this episode, and a link to our Discord server. You click that and you join our server there, and you can discuss this here episode with us and our other listeners.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by loading up your favorite podcast listening app. We're also on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 podcast, or you can watch us live most weeks on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitch.televisions. Just follow our Blue Sky account, really, to find out when we're doing our next live show. Typically, it is Sunday evenings at 5:30, a specific time. So join us, won't you? And I'll tell you what, if you like what you've heard, and how could you, head over to patreon.com/P1 podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. We will use all of that money to buy every single accessory that is coming out for the Switch 2. We will do a live unboxing. We're going to get all three of us. We're going to fly out to one location with our big stash of Switch 2 gear. And we're going to do unboxings and reviews of all of them. And we're going to bring out all of our old Switch peripherals. We're going to go back. We're going to get all the Wii crap, all the fake tennis rackets and golf clubs that you plug your Wii remotes into. We're going to do the whole McGillicuddy with your Patreon funds. CJ approval pending.
Not approved.
We will use your Patreon funds to keep the podcast streaming.
There we go. Approved.
There we go. I tried, folks. I tried. And I'll tell you what, friendos, if you are a Patreon supporter of the $5 tier,
cheap,
you gain access to a special weekly bonus episode we recorded right after this. We play games, we crack wise, we have fun doing all that stuff we can't do on the regular show. CJ.
Yes, Phil.
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Who does your hair?
That's classified.
Well, you shouldn't go to them anymore. Here's another question.
Really? Oh, okay.
No, CJ, your hair looks lovely.
By the way, I did trim the beard. I did not do as you requested to do the
half and half,
but I did trim it. It was getting it was too long. It was too
scraggly.
So now it's a nice 7 millimeter, length.
Wow.
Because on your beard trimmer you set it to.
Oh, I see.
Every year.
I see.
Like, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's very fetching.
Well, thank you.
I know that you're obviously, fishing for those compliments.
Yes, I am.
But you got it. You got it.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
You got it. You don't want to run the risk of looking like the anime loving prospector.
You don't? I think that would be pretty awesome.
Well, that will come with age.
I'm just becoming the anime prospector more and more. Just
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a game? That's
Phil,
what I'm actually asking.
Phil.
Yeah.
I really didn't want it to come to this. But I am sorry to say that we do have a game.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry to drag it out like that.
See, this is why I don't like reality shows. Because of stuff like this. This is what I'm talking about.
Well, you watched Taskmaster and didn't like it, but Taskmaster is not a reality show like I just
No.
Taskmaster is Whose Line Is It Anyway? With fun stuff, just like our good friend Mike described.
Yes. I don't know. It just didn't click with me.
Well, give it another go.
I mean, I don't know what what it is.
Watch more than the first 5 minutes. Yeah, you know, give it a chance.
Well, what's this game you're so excited about?
The game it's an EGM review quiz. This time the publisher is Konami.
Ooh.
Oh, I know them.
Yeah,
lots of obscure Konami games being asked, I guess.
Now let me ask you this, tough guy.
Yeah.
Is this quiz going to be about Konami games proper, or are we slipping Ultra games in there too?
Just Konami games proper.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
As far as they were listed as the publisher in the pages of EGM and not Ultra, then
okay.
Then yes.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Please join us for this mysterious quiz that may or may not include Ultra games. So I'll tell you what, though. You got a couple bucks left over. Why don't you go to patreon.com/Greg Seward to help support Greg's outstanding. And it is outstanding.
You said that, why don't you go very aggressively? And I thought it was going to be followed by something else. Why don't you go?
Why don't you go to patreon.com
to patreon.com/Greg
/Greg Seward. You ungrateful dolts.
I thought it was swine, not dolts.
Maybe where you come from. Down on the farm. Jeez Louise. I didn't mean that, folks. You're not dolts.
No. Not swine either.
I never said that.
To be clear.
I never brought up the swine. That's all you. Go support Greg's outstanding, and it is outstanding web series about another America's favorite runner-up, the Sega Genesis.
Thank you, Villain. If you are a supporter of the $3 variety.
So what's this I hear about you not liking Doom?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's like my game, man.
But have you played it?
Yeah, I mean it's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But
it's fine.
Come on.
I mean, if I was you, I'd be a little bit insulted, to be honest.
If there was a game set in Canada, I would play it because I'm friends with a guy who lives in Canada.
Who?
My best friend Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good guy. I'll be seeing him soon.
Wow. It was ominous.
Wow.
Yes.
You get early access. 2 weeks early access to each one.
It's also cheap, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. Please consider supporting the channel.
Oh, I love to laugh. Long and loud and clear.
Disturbing.
Is that it then?
I think so.
I think so, Milo.
Oh, why? Why would you do that?
Just wanted to have another bit of Milo, and who can blame him? You know what?
Hold it down with your trousers.
Hold it down with trousers.
I don't even remember.
Nobody even knows what that means
originally. But too funny.
At one point, this was years ago.
Many years.
I think this was when actually we were roommates.
Yeah.
We were driving somewhere, and I was doing a stupid voice.
Yeah.
And I just said something. I forget what the setup was, but I said I pulled it down my trousers. Probably about some sort of beverage or something. And CJ friggin' lost it.
Yeah.
Damn near drove off the road.
That's true.
It's
True
just a little
statement.
bit of fun. We're having a little bit of fun.
I pulled it down my trousers.
It doesn't quite work on.
That's what the devil sounds like when he's doing a Milo voice. Oh, hello there. It's me, little Milo.
Isn't that interesting? CJ?
Yeah.
We all had a bit of fun here today, but I'm afraid it's time to go.
Guess so.
Thank you very much for having us and being a grateful host.
Milo.
Oh, it's all very exciting. You're all very nice. Gregory.
Hi.
Thank you as well.
Thank you, Philip.
Well, of
I mean,
course,
Milo.
That's better. And of course, a big old thank you to you. Yes, you, all wonderful, wonderful listeners, every single one of you. As always,
To see how
He's
long
loving it.
how long you keep that up.
You want me to keep it going? We can do that. Marlo ain't got nothing better to do, I can tell you that much. He's got nowhere to be.
It's out of work.
Back in the cupboard in Peter Molyneux's basement. Alone and forgotten, eating spiders to survive. As always, please take care of yourself, your loved one, your family, your friends. CJ really loves it. Be kind to yourself, be kind to everyone else. Be kind to Milo most of all, though, because nobody else is. Everybody forgets him. Except for that kind person who asked Peter, hey, where's that little boy that you kept hostage in your home? He's nowhere, that's where.
I'm sure that
Nobody.
did just like that.
Do we need to call the coppers? Do we need to get the bobbies involved because poor Milo's missing? I'd say you do. We're going to stop this show and CJ's going to demand me continue doing this voice for him for like half an hour. Because he's loving it so much. Greg's going to go to bed.
Yeah.
But it's okay because CJ will be entertained. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.